In this week's Proclaim News Update, I'm going to talk about three things. Number one, my upcoming schedule. Number two, upcoming content that we're going to produce. And number three, I owe you an apology. I am so sorry. And I'll tell you why after this intro bump. Hello everybody, Mr. Brown, Proclaim Ministries, helping connect faith and life. I got a busy upcoming schedule. I'll be doing a lot of speaking in the end of September. I'll be in several cities for an entire week, and I'm looking forward to doing all those schools in 1 week. I'll be in Esparto. I'm actually in Esparto by the time you're watching this, Esparto, California. Then I'm coming back and also be doing another school locally here in Redding on that Friday. Then a week of other things, and follow that. The whole family is going to be going down to Folsom. We'll be doing some schools in Folsom, California. I'll be doing some things up in the north of California. So, hey, please pray for us as we'll be traveling together somewhat, but also be traveling away from the family as well. And I really enjoy doing schools. Schools are full back in swing, and I'm getting a lot of schools reach out, say, hey, can you come talk to our kids? Can you talk to our teachers? Can you help our culture be better? Because there's so much division in how we as a country, as a world, responded to COVID. And now we're looking for things that can bring them back together. And the interesting thing is this, a lot of times with the professional development, I'm talking about forgiveness and relationships, which is a blessing to be able to bring some truth and some light on how we interact with each other in a way that is kind. And one of the themes we're really working with this year is consider others. And truthfully, that comes from Philippians chapter 2, verse 4, to look not just on our own needs, but also on the needs of others, because Christ did the same thing for us. So I'm excited to be working with these schools. So please pray for upcoming events, and we'll be letting you know about how these events go, including giving you video updates as we did the last Proclaim News. If you haven't watched that, go ahead and click on the link up there or the link in the description to watch the last one. But even more importantly than that, go ahead and check out our app. Download the app because you get notifications right away. And I find personally myself, I like looking at people's websites or their apps because I'm not distracted by other stuff on YouTube. YouTube can be a great platform to learn how to do stuff, but it also be a place of a bunch of distractions, and you just get down a rabbit hole. Next thing you know, by 4 hours later, you're watching YouTube videos. Not that I know from experience. Secondly, I want to tell you about some content coming up, and I want to be careful with this, but I just recorded a podcast with a local marriage and family pastor. We talked about passing the faith to the next generation. I also recently recorded a podcast with a young lady, a youth, and we talked about youth issues. We recorded several podcasts. Her name is Mary Blake. She's in Park Rapids. That's going to be produced as well. We got some more thoughts of the days coming, some other connecting faith and life. So please, hey, continue to consume the content and let us know what you think. Leave a comment where you can leave a comment, but also pass it on other people. As all the YouTubers usually say, like, subscribe, share, and the merch link is in the description. We don't have any merch yet for Proclaim Ministries, but we're working on it. We'll get some merch because I think it's important to support the brand so other people can find out about it. But that's some upcoming content we got going on. And lastly, I owe you an apology because I get so excited about ideas, and I want to make sure I'm not just talking ideas, but getting things done. And so a while back, I mentioned our series on Philippians. I've not done it yet. It's still in the workings. I got some outlines for them. I apologize for not getting that out or mentioning it. So I'm only going to mention things now that have already been recorded. So if it's been recorded already, like the Connecting Faith and Life podcast episode or like some thoughts of the days, I'll mention those. But from that point on, it'll be a secret. I won't mention anything that I'm thinking about doing, only things that I've already done. So, hey, thank you guys for your support. Thank you who've been watching our videos and those who support in our ministry. We really do appreciate support. If you have not donated to the ministry, please feel free. Visit proclaimministry.com/give. And I got to be more faithful and ask you to give, allowing you to partner with the organization to help reach people with the truth. And I want to say thank you to all you support me. Not only support us as a ministry, financially, but also praying for us, also encouraging. I get a lot of emails and messages from people, and even in person, people come up and say, thank you for that video, thank you for that video, and that means a lot to me. So thank you for the encouragement and the support. And again, visit proclaimministry.com to find out all information we're doing and how you can help us grow, and even maybe the ways you can volunteer to help people connect faith and life. So with that said, I want to leave you with one more thing that I didn't mention in the beginning. I didn't mention in the opening, but I want to leave you with this last thought. Never underestimate the power of a moment. Never underestimate the power of a moment, because life is full of individual moments. And the fact that your life can be used to influence someone else is amazing. And I think it's important that everywhere we go, we let our light shine. I think Jesus said, let your light shine so people will see your good work, but glorify your Father who's in heaven. And I think as we go to work, as we go to school, as we interact at the grocery store, never underestimate the power of a moment of saying hi, saying thank you, being kind to people when other people aren't kind. Even as you check out the grocery store, asking the cashier, hey, how you doing? Or hello, being very kind. Those moments matter. And sometimes I don't believe that myself. And I was reminded of that if you watched last 2 weeks ago, the Proclaim News, of the young man who said he was going to kill himself, but he didn't because I came and spoke. And sometimes when I'm up there speaking to students, I don't always think God's going to use this. But I want to be faithful. I want to be found faithful as a servant of Jesus Christ in whatever I'm doing. Whether that is how I interact with someone at a school, whether I'm speaking or preaching, or whether I'm at the grocery store, I want to be found faithful. So I want to encourage you as followers of Christ to make sure you let your light shine everywhere. Even those moments you don't feel like it, those moments that you just having a bad day, let that light shine because it can change somebody's life, their destiny, and their world because they see us and we get to represent the Most High. Think about this. The Bible says in Corinthians that we're ambassadors, that we get to represent heaven on earth to a dying world. And so take that seriously, but also take it as a privilege that we get to, not that we have to, we get to shine the light of Christ. He shines, he illumines us as lights. We get to reflect his greatness and glory. So again, never underestimate the power of a moment that every day of your life, you have moments that God brings to you that you can use to shine and shine that light bright. So with that said, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully I've said something that can help you live for God by connecting faith and life.